These are basic signs that every believer should carry. That a believer becomes an impregnable fortress, that no injury that man suffers should affect him. Whether the ones that are external or the ones that are internal, there should be a wonder about his life that makes it impossible for him to become a victim, whatsoever be the case. And just in case there is another person who is injured, he has the capacity to transmit health and vitality to that person. So he's not just impregnable to danger. He has the capacity to remedy danger that is on the lives of other people. So if he lays his hands on them, they recover. And he said he speaks a supernatural language that connects him to a supernatural dimension. And so he's not just living trapped in this world. He has a technology of connecting to realms beyond this realm. And so the life of a Christian does not begin and end with earth. And so when a Christian is proud that he went to Dubai, he doesn't know where Christians travel to. A Christian is actually supposed to be vitally connected to heaven and all of the realms that God has created. And so when we travel to Dubai, travel to London, travel to America, those are horizontal journeys. Anybody in the world can do it. You don't need to be born again to go to Dubai. You don't need to be born again to go to London. But by the time you say, I know a man many years ago, whether he was in the body or out of the body, I can't tell. But that man was carried to the third heaven. You are talking about a Christian. Because we don't only travel horizontally, we also travel vertically. It's only a Christian that can tell you there is a first heaven, there is a second heaven, and there is a third heaven. Because he has the capacity to download realities from civilizations that are yonder. That's why we are a wonder. We know what the world don't know, and we go to where the world cannot go. It's called the Christian life. And this is the basic. That means everybody in this room should be able to travel in the spirit. Hope you know that witches have been able to preserve their heritage. If this was a meeting of witches, nobody will come here with a car. And it's not a testimony. If this was a meeting of witches, everybody will appear on their chair. And when the meeting is over, everybody will disappear. Because you are not a witch until you know how to teleport. Teleporting is a normal means of transportation in the witch cove. But we have Christianity here where we are still quoting Philip was carried by the Spirit from Samaria to the wilderness, from the wilderness to Azotus. And when we want to talk by location, we go and call Enoch, we go and call Elijah, we go and call Philip. A time must come when you tell the person, I will be with you by 2 a.m. And when it is 2 a.m., you are there. That's Christianity. And that is basic. That's basic. See, you won't be troubled. When the world is insulting us, please don't fight them. They know what they are saying. We have made so many claims that we can't prove. You come and quote the Bible, you tell them the Holy Ghost carried Philip. They are asking you the question, is this peculiar to Philip or your Holy Ghost has he gone? Why is it that everything you talk about God, you bring it from the Bible? Is your belief system all about a book, or you have the capacity to demonstrate what you are talking about? You are telling me that Jesus healed. Is it that your Jesus healed 100 years ago and is no longer healing? If your Jesus healed, here is a cancer patient, here is a diabetes patient. If you want to prove to me that Jesus healed, thank God you have read the verse, but there's a sick man here. It's either your verse jumps out and heals that sick person, or do something about it, or shut up. That's what the word is saying. It says if they lay hands on the sick shall recover. Jesus gave us beyond Bible. The Bible is a document to prove to you that what you have been invited into is verifiable. But your life must become a testimony. And you know what the apostles did? Why do you think when the moment Jesus resurrected, the next book is not called the writings of the apostles? It's not called the speakings of the apostles. The next book is called the Acts. The Acts of the Apostles. Before we preach, we must demonstrate the Acts of the Apostles, the wonders of the apostles, the miracles of the apostles, the signs of the apostles. And do you know what the apostles were doing? The basic things that Jesus said every believer should do, they carried it and they started modifying it. Jesus said, you shall lay hands on the sick and the sick shall recover. And Peter said, laying hands is kindergarten. The Bible said in Acts 5:15, it said when Peter came out of the place of prayer, they laid everybody that was sick on the road, that the shadow of Peter may touch them. And he said everyone touched by the shadow of Peter was cleansed of whatsoever. We are still doing doctrine of laying on of hands, when even the first generation church advanced the technology from lay hands to lay shadow. And Paul said even shadow is a limitation, because you will need my shadow if I'm present. You will need my shadow if the sun is out. What if there is no sun, and what if I'm not around? Paul now went to the handkerchief technology. He said handkerchiefs and aprons were taken from the body of Paul, so I don't need to be there. The sun don't need to appear. Anything you carry from me carries virtue. And in 1 Peter chapter 2 verse 9, Peter said, you are a chosen generation, a royal priesthood, God's special people, called forth to showcase, to demonstrate, to manifest the virtues and the excellencies of God. We are the manifestation of the excellencies of God. We are the manifestation of the virtues of God. That's why Jesus said, you shall be demonstrators of signs and wonders. This is not an invitation to a religion. This is an invitation to demonstrate God. All of the dimensions and all of the excellencies of God.
Wow. See me smiling while watching the video. This is so powerful. I hope you also enjoy this video. You enjoy this teaching of Apostle Michael Orokpo. Apostle Michael Orokpo, indeed you are a blessing to this generation. My best line in this message is, the life of a Christian does not begin and end in earth. Kai! What a powerful revelation. It does not begin here and end here. There is hope for the Christian. There is hope. All our thinking should not be earthly. We begin here, we will not end here. Everything about Christianity is divine, is unique. We must possess some basic character. This teaching is so wonderful. I am so blessed with this teaching. God bless you guys. If you have not subscribed to this channel, please kindly subscribe to this channel for more videos like this. Okay, you can turn on the notification bell so you'll be among the first people to see my video. God bless you all. See you in my next video.